All right, welcome everybody to the Thursday team call. I almost said Wednesday because we normally do these on Wednesday. But today we have a guest speaker. I'll announce her in just a minute. But I'm super excited. I was thinking about something this morning, a quote that I heard once, and I was talking about it today as we're on a little camping trip, is that so many people spend their entire, like a lot of their time and energy planning vacations. And I heard this quote once that said, why don't you plan a life that you don't have to escape from? So I want you guys to think about that quote, that concept. It's really an incredible, this is really, really an incredible business. Sometimes you guys might see me playing a lot. Like 2 days ago, I was boating with the family. Yesterday, we got in the RV and we're up here. We're going to go swimming and hit the water slides and all that stuff all day today. But I think a lot of times what people don't see is that, yes, we play hard, but I woke up at like 5:30 in an RV and went outside on the porch in my camp chair and I read a book. I drank I didn't have my shake, but luckily I'm with one of my coaches, so they have their shake. But I did like a 2.5 hour power hour where I made new connections. I made my invites. I made my follow-ups. I supported my team page, my challenge group. And then I crushed my Revive workout from Morning Meltdown 100. And then I made a YouTube video, and then I spent an hour and a half with the kids. And now here we're doing this call. And then the rest of the day we'll be playing. So it's really quite a cool business when you think about it. My friends down here, Kiara's here, and her husband messaged me Tuesday, and they're like, hey, we're going camping at Lava Hot Springs with the trailer. You guys want to come? And I was like, yeah, I want to come. So we booked right away, and we're here with the kids. We spent the night doing roasting hot dogs and stuff over the campfire and hanging out. And today we'll spend time together. But this business is more than just selling a shake, selling DVD programs or BOD. It's building relationships and friendships. And that's what I have with Kiara and CJ here. We're friends, but we're also business partners camping together. It's an absolutely incredible thing. So remember, when you're building value and you're talking to people, that people are looking for friendships and they're looking for community and people to enjoy life with that are positive minded and that challenge them. And you get to be that person for people. So with that being said, we'll go quick announcement. I want to say thank you to everybody that voted once, twice, maybe 7 times for our coach, Chris Pandolfo in the UK in the Beachbody Challenge. We got our fingers crossed that he wins that $100,000 grand prize at Summit next month. If you're not registered for Summit yet and you're like, I think I want to go, maybe I want to go. I have coaches that have room in their VRBOs and their Airbnbs that are willing to room up with other people. If you need that, just let me know. Summit is July 11th. That's a Thursday through July 14th in Indianapolis. It starts Thursday night and goes till late Saturday night. If you want to go to like the men's event I'll be speaking at, or the UK mini summit, I'll be speaking at that as well. Those are all pre-summit, so they're all Thursday afternoon. Liz will be speaking on stage at Summit as well, our guest speaker today. So you can come in the audience of 25,000 and scream her name out and help her feel more comfortable up there. But this is the last week that you can register online for Coach Summit. And so it's going to be like $100 more. You can register at the door. It'll just be about $100 more. So if you want to come to Summit, this is the last week to get your ticket online. So with that being said, that's the biggest announcement. The next announcement is July 26th or 27th or 28th is the Beachbody Super Weekend. It's a quarterly event in a town near you. Just search coachfaq.com. Look it up. You'll find a location near you. Just mark the calendar. It will either be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. If you're in the UK, I can't remember. I'll have to ask Liz, or I'll check later. I can't remember if the dates are the same. Sometimes they're different, but I believe they're the same dates. Is it the same? Okay. So Liz, we've never talked face-to-face. We've Facebook messages once in a while. But Liz is our guest speaker today. She's hit Success Club 10 for 20 months. She's 5-star diamond in her first business center and a 2-star diamond in her second business center. She is also an Elite Coach 2019. She has personally sponsored and developed 10 diamond coaches since the launch of Team Beachbody in the UK in October of 2017. 17. So with that being said, Liz, I'll unmute you so we don't do the back and forth, and I'll let you take it over. So it's all yours.
Hi guys, nice to see you all, and thank you so much for having me on your call. I wish I was where you were, Scotty, rather than at home trying to feed the kids. It's miserable in the UK. So to talk to you and share some of the stuff we're doing in our team that we're finding some success with. I hope you can hear me okay. And just go through my internet keep coming up with at my end. I hope you can hear me.
It cuts out a little bit.
Can
I
you
can
guys
hear
hear me
you.
all right?
It's cutting out a little bit. Is it cutting out for everybody else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll try it.
What? Okay. Try it from my phone. I do it through my phone, through the 4G of my phone, because it's probably going to be a better connection.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, let me try that.
No worries at all.
I'm just going to log in quickly through my phone.
Yeah, no worries, Liz. Oh, I was gonna mention is I'll just talk about Summit a little bit while you're loading that up, Liz. So if you're coming to Summit, or if you haven't thought about coming to Summit and you're getting ready to come to Summit, it will change your life. Like, it's going to be absolutely incredible. The workshops are awesome. The keynote speaker is going to be Rachel Hollis. She'll be one of the keynote speakers. Like, people will pay the amount of the entire Coach Summit ticket just to go see Rachel Hollis share for an hour. So it'll be absolutely incredible. For those of you guys that don't know yet, Gabby and I are staying at the Embassy Suites. So we will be there on Tuesday night, and we'll leave on Monday. So if you haven't met us, or obviously if you do know us as well and have met before, you can come over and hang out with us. We usually, late at night after everything's done, we usually go to the lobby because Embassy Suites has a big lobby, and we just like pull all the couches and chairs together and we meet up. So we'd love to see you guys there at that event. And what else? Anybody, until Liz is ready with that with her phone, does anybody have any questions you want to ask me? We'll see if she's got it, if her audio works. It's no, we can't hear her yet. Let's see.
Okay. Can you hear me
oh,
now?
there you are.
Ah,
Look at that. I have to say something before you start. Don't feel stressed. This is like totally normal. I always listen to Sandy and the National Wake Up Call, and there's always something going on. So it's all good. Hey guys, I want to give a note about Liz. She just figured it out. Like, that's what we do as coaches every day. We hit obstacles and you just figure out a solution. That's all we do. So, all right, Liz, I'll let you take it away.
So I wanted to come on and just share some of the practices we're using as a team to grow our team in the UK, and something we're really passionate about at the moment in our team, and what we've been working on from the launch is overcoming the obstacles that you are going to find in a new market, because people obviously do not know Beachbody as much in the UK as they do everywhere else in the world, well, in America and Canada. So we found when we first launched in the UK that we were getting some comeback, and we was getting some holdback from some people that were questioning what it is, and they're not happy about it being a multi-level marketing company and it's just a shake diet. And obviously for us, it's really frustrating because we're so in love with what we do. We believe in the products and the Shakeology, and we understand it in the exact way it should be understood. But when we're speaking to people, they don't understand it in the way we do. They haven't lived and bred and breathed the products and done the programs. So it can be really frustrating to try and convey your own passion to the customers and potential coaches you're speaking to. And I also found that it's so frustrating for our coaches when they start out and people are giving them no's constantly. So for me, I really quickly kind of started researching into this and speaking with my coaches and finding out why they kept getting no's to start with. And what it kept coming back to was trust, that the UK market didn't trust us yet. And I think the UK people that might be on your call would have probably seen over their time on social media, so many people selling candles, selling makeup kits, selling weight loss diet pills, all these different things that spring up from people constantly that gets a really bad name in the UK because of the way they market their products. So what we've really done as a team is try to make sure that we are growing trust in our marketplace, that we are giving value away on our social media, and that we all have our own individual voice. So it's a long process that we've taken as a team. We've really gone back to the basics, and we've written down, as a team, we do this therapy session like once every 2 weeks, where we write down everything that we're passionate about, the things that make us angry in life, the things that we believe in the world needs to be changed. And for some people on the team, it's climate change, it's recycling, it's animal cruelty. For me, it's sexism. There's so many different things that people on our team are passionate about. And we're trying to bring those voices into our social media. We're trying to talk about these really strong topics in our social media and make sure that we have a really strong voice on our social media, and that we're sharing our love for all of the topics in our life and not just the fact that we work out at home. So we're bringing in an audience that is going to be relatable to us, and we're bringing in an audience to follow us that is has similar passions to us. And from there, what we're then doing is cultivating those relationships. And when I say cultivating the relationships, what I mean by that is that we are building friendships. And Scotty mentioned it at the beginning. This business is about friendships. It's not just within your coaching team. It's about the people that follow you on social media, building friendships with them so you can build trust. How many people would you buy from on social media from the first time you ever spoke to them? So the first time somebody ever messages you and they send you that, I don't know if any of you use it, and I apologize if you do, but that message that's like, hey girl, how about joining me on this? And you've never spoke to them before, you don't know who they are, and they're instantly asking for money. Well, my initial reaction to that is to block them. Like, no, thank you, goodbye. And that's what a lot of our coaches were doing. They were going straight in to the sale with people rather than building that relationship. So we work really hard as a team of making sure that our Instagram, we're really a heavily focused Instagram team, that we are really building our profiles up on social media to represent who we are. So when people find our pages, they can look through our Instagram accounts and they know what we believe in, what we stand for, that we're mums or that we're, not mums, that we work, that we do this business, that we believe in health and wellness, that we believe in the power of a morning routine, and we believe in eating healthy, and that we're not into quick fixes and we're into the lifestyle and the journey, clothes, fashion, football, soccer, whatever it may be. We are making sure that our passions are coming through on our social media. And then the people that are following us, we're making sure that we build real relationships with them by actually starting conversations about things that are true. Now, what I mean by that is that there's this thing that we saw some training a while ago, and it wasn't through Beachbody, was like, go comment on 10 people's Instagram pages saying that you like their top. Ask them where they got their dress from. Now, for me, I won't comment on someone's Instagram page or write on their pictures unless there is something there that I actually want to talk to them about. And I used to do the whole, love your top, where's it from? I had no interest in where their top was from, and it was just fake. So now when I find accounts that I love on Instagram, I go through their pictures and I find a picture that actually does hit me, that does have a pull and I have a connection with. And then I speak to them about that picture. And I ask them questions about that, and I tell them why I related to that picture. And then the relationship can grow more organically and naturally. And it isn't until I've been speaking to somebody on Instagram for quite some time that I would even drop in the customer opportunity or the coaching opportunity. And for me, I found that has been super important, is to build real and honest relationships with people, and to make sure that the people I'm building relationships with are truly people that I actually want to work with, rather than just doing it for the sake of it, like trying to hit numbers for the sake of it. I'm more of a quality over quantity. Like, I know that it's wonderful to hit big numbers, and don't get me wrong, if I sign up 100 people this month, I'm not going to say no, but I'm really trying to focus on making sure that the people that I'm joining really want to do this, are really ready to start a journey, and have the right mindset to work this business, rather than just joining people for the sake of it. And for me, it's about, once you've found those people that are following you, it's about giving them value. And a lot of the time, I think we as coaches forget to give back to the social media community, and it's really important to give back. And one of the easiest ways I've found to do that is our team run free groups on a regular basis. So we run a 5-day group once a month for free. And we use that group as a way to give value back to people for free, and to build trust, and for them to build confidence in who we are and what we do. So we run groups such as a 5-day drink more water challenge, a sugar-free group, a booty group, an abs group, all different groups that we run, and we only do them over 5 days, so they don't take out too much time. But the beauty of those groups is that we can invite lots of people to them, and you can have questions set. So when people join the group, they have to answer questions, and one of those questions is asking for their email address. So we're building our email database, so we can follow up with people. So we then can add them to our streak account, so we then can email broadcast them in the future about new products. And then we run these really great free groups, and we put a lot of time and energy into those free groups, and make sure for 5 days they're exciting, they're buzzing. We pair up with local business women that might want to give us products for free, to advertise their companies in those groups, and we get everybody in the group to invite free friends, and the person that invites the most people to the group gets a prize. And then at the end of those free groups, we tell people about what we do for a living, and we invite them to join us on the 14-day free trial. So that's when the serious stuff starts for us as a team, because when you invite them onto that 14-day free trial, you then have 10 days to absolutely blow their mind with this business opportunity. You have 10 days to show them that you run the most incredible community group that has so much value in it, that you have the best support system in the world, and that you are going to make them feel like magic for 10 days. And then we always do the 14-day free trial that stops at day 10. And that's where we message them and say, so are you ready to commit to me? Do you trust me now to take this next year journey with me? And that's when we convert them to a challenge pack. So we don't let it go to 14 days. We make sure it ends at 10 days. And that is for the 10 days, we make sure we go on into that customer or that coach so hard with love that they absolutely fall in love with the programs. We show them everything. We explain everything to them, and we stay in contact with them twice, 3 times a day, every day for 10 days. And it takes a lot of work. For 10 days, it takes a lot of work, but it's so much value to show someone that doesn't know you, that has no idea what working out at home looks like, that has no idea what an online business looks like, has no idea if they're going to pay £160 and press play and the workout's going to be you standing there holding some bags of sugar, doing some push-ups. Like, they don't know what they're buying. So this is where you get to showcase, with no risk, with no financial commitment, the multi-million pounds fitness solution that you have for them. But most importantly, it's where you get to showcase you as a coach and what you are going to bring to the table for them if they commit to you for that ongoing journey. Some people will go for the challenge pack, but what's wonderful as well is that you have other options there. So for some of our newer coaches, to make sure they get early wins, if they can't get that customer to go through a challenge pack, they'll get them to join on a 3-month BOD with the pots and with a pot of Energize. So the customer gets to do 3 months, they get to use the meal plans, they get to try a product. And those customers also eventually we found turn into challenge pack sales as well. So it's a really great way to get our brand new coaches working quickly and also having the confidence to send out the link for the free trial, because sometimes it's scary to just say to someone, join me, it's £160, $180, whatever it may be. But just try it. Give me a chance to show you how much this could change your life. So from our process of building a voice and finding our own voice and sharing that voice on social media, finding people that respond to our voice and like to hear what we're talking about, to then giving them a place of value where they can come into a free group once a month and learn about you as a coach and learn about what you can do and how you can support them, to then giving them that little, we always say you've graduated this free group, and because you've graduated, you now get this free trial. To then bring them onto the free trial, to let them then fall in love with the process and trust you and see that this isn't a con, that this isn't make believe. You're not just going to take their money and disappear, that they're going to get incredible value. And then go through that journey. And I think if you do that process with passion and you do that process correctly, it can turn into incredible relationships. I would say some of my best coaches have come from the 14-day free trial. As they've done the 14-day free trial, they've then done 21-day fix on that trial, fallen in love, committed to a challenge pack, had incredible results on the programs, and then turned into coaches because they see what I'm doing as duplicatable. They know they joined in a really simple way, and they believe I can do what Liz did with me, because I know I've got friends that would try the 14-day free trial and would fall in love with it. So we're trying to make sure that we're showcasing as a team that you have to have your own voice and you have to have your own, sorry, my daughter's trying to steal stuff. What are you doing? And we have to show our passion and who we are as an individual, but then we needed to show that value, and we need people to build trust in us and then fall in love with those people and show them what you're capable of as a coach and where this journey can take them.
I needed to unmute me there. That is absolutely awesome. I don't have a pen and paper here at the campsite, but I have to go back and rewatch this. I think sometimes, I've been a coach for 8.5 years. We tend to sometimes overcomplicate things. And you just explained it so simply in like 15 minutes, this step to this step to this step to this step. And at the same time, showing how we can build incredible relationships with people. So I absolutely love that. Can I ask you one question before we let you go?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Liz, I don't know your story much at all. Like why did you get started as a coach? And then after that, like how has it impacted your life so far in the past close to 2 years?
Okay. I'll try and tell you without crying.
My favorite part.
So for me, I had, when my daughter was born 8 years ago, I fell into a serious postnatal depression, to a point of that I couldn't get out of bed each day. I couldn't function as a human being. I couldn't leave my house. I was on the suicidal thoughts, continuously thinking about driving my car into a tree and just taking some time out from life. I was really down. I was suffering with alopecia really badly. I'd lost all my hair from the stress, so going outside was near enough impossible. I lived in complete fear and anxiety of life. And then my husband came home one day and handed me the Insanity DVDs, which I threw at him because I assumed he was calling me fat, and went absolutely flipped. And he was like, just try them. You never know. You used to love sport when you was younger. Just try one of the DVDs. And I hated him for it. And they sat on the cabinet in my house for weeks, and I kept looking at them. And then for some reason, one day, my daughter slept, which she never did in the daytime. She actually slept this day. And I was like, I'm going to put one on. So I did Insanity day one, and I threw up twice doing it. I couldn't walk up the stairs afterwards. I had to like get my mum to come around and help me because I couldn't move. But something happened in that moment when I was working out that made me get up the next day and try again. And the next day, and the next day. And it wasn't pretty in any shape or form. Like, it wasn't the best program to pick just after having a baby when you haven't worked out forever. But I kept working out, and slowly, everything a doctor hadn't been able to help me with, everything a therapist and medication hadn't been able to solve, working out with Shaun T each day in my front room removed the fog that I was living in, completely took the darkness away from my life again, and made me see how lucky I was to be alive. Brought me back to being a mum, brought me back to being a wife, and that happened over 60 days. Completely changed my world. And it was in that moment that I knew that I wanted to do this for other women, that I wanted to help other women that were going through this. And I knew it wasn't going to be the solution for every woman, because mental health issues affect everybody differently. And need different the benefits of this program. It took 7 years for it to happen in the UK, so I waited a very long time and knew that's what I wanted to do. And I think for me, my daughter's autistic, and we've had some struggles with her since she's been born, and school and me working full-time had a big impact on her. And for me, the 12-month mark of this business, when I got to resign from my corporate job, was the moment where I got to put my daughter to bed. I got to go in to be a helper at her school. I got to take her to school each day. And when there's a problem in school, I get to go straight to the school and be there with her and help her through her struggles. And because of that, she's staying in a mainstream school, which we didn't think was going to be possible. And that's because of this opportunity that I get to work from home. And not only have I got to serve my family because of this opportunity, I'm doing that by serving hundreds of women every day, change their lives, and come out of that fog that I was in and see the beauty of their selves again. And for me, I found my purpose. I found that there's a lot more in me than I ever knew was possible. And there's a lot more in me still to achieve. And I kind of had forgot and lost that I even existed being a mum. The day I became a diamond coach was where I felt like I stepped into being a woman at 37. You know, it was a magical moment for me where I realized that I could grow a business and be a CEO and kill every dream I ever wanted. And it's just completely transformed everything in our life, really.
I love it. You made me emotional too. I love hearing people's stories and how this impacts people's lives. So Liz, you are doing incredible. And I just want to say thank you again for sharing with us. And I can't wait to watch you speak on the main stage at Summit in a month. You're going to do absolutely incredible. And everybody on this call was recorded. So if you have a coach that you feel this might help in getting down a system, even for yourself and for them, to start building their business and gaining that confidence of helping other people live a healthier, more fulfilling life, please share it with them. And we'll see you guys next week on the team call. So thank you, Liz, and see you guys later. I'm going to go swim with the kids now. So see you guys. Bye, Liz.